All right, guys, welcome to the Ella's Empire Sunday night team Zoom. Thank you so much for taking time out to be on the call this evening. I know how valuable it is, but I know a lot of us look forward to this like 30, 45 minutes of time together twice a week because
twice a month, you mean?
Fill your cup and be surrounded by others who inspire you and just who you can learn from. So I'm really excited tonight to introduce somebody here in just a minute, but first we're going to go over a little bit of recognition. So last month, Success Club, shout out to Michelle for hitting Success Club and helping to start at least 3 people changing their life. And then let's see who else we had. I think one other person on the board, and that was Kayla. So shout out to Kayla for also helping to at least start one person on their journey. So I'm proud of you guys for doing that. And it's just crazy how many people, if like we look back, I'd be curious if she compile numbers to find out how many people we've helped change their life in 2017. Like we're in the quarter, which is really exciting just because it's a tough time, but it's also a time that like the momentum should be building right now. You should be positioning yourself to be helping people now, showing to them that we should not wait until the beginning of the year, and then also coaching opportunity because there's no better time right now than the present. Because you guys, I was just listening. If you guys didn't listen to that call I posted the other day, listen to it because he talks about this, how important it is and how to use your wording now, especially with the recruiting opportunity. Because think about it, like come January, there's going to be a lot of people that need help. And so what better way to position ourselves to have people join our team right now so we can get them trained and turned out for when January comes and everybody's ready to go on some sort of new health and fitness weight loss thing, right? Then we're there and we've brought new people along and trained them the next like couple months, having them ready to feel confident and being able to really go out there and help people, right? It's jumping out 2018 out of the gate. So if you didn't listen to that call, go back because it was like money. I was like writing so fast because this guy, Keith, has got a lot of information and just like, aha, like, duh, oh my gosh, why aren't we doing that? So yeah, upcoming things, save the date. I know it sounds like it's far off, but January 6th is Super Saturday. And if you guys are somewhere where you don't host one in your city, I challenge you to host and just go for it. It's not as hard as you think, and it's not as scary as you think it is. You can totally do it. And if you want to find out, search the site, just reserve it. Go ahead and find a sitter now so that there's no question about it, January 6th, okay? You guys know the launch is coming. Still be trying to meet and build those relationships with people. Even if you don't have people, you're going to sign up right away on the 19th. Don't be discouraged about that. It's still the time right now to be building and forming relationships with those people, okay? And if somebody has anything they want to share tonight on something that maybe you're doing that is working really well with that market, then we would love to have you share at the end, okay? So things to think about. And any questions that you have also as the night goes on. So without further ado, I want to introduce our guest speaker, and that is Regina Olive. I'm really excited to have her speak tonight. This girl has been doing like some major stuff on the back end. I've just been watching her bust her ass, and like she's doing work, you guys. This girl is doing work, and she is doing amazing things, and she's just putting herself out there. And that is what I love about you, Regina, that I just got the chills because I just love that you just go for it. I feel like you don't, oh, Red Chicago. I know Ben's got it on in the background. I'm not even a Cubs fan, but I am rooting for the Cubs. So heck yeah. Michelle, keep us updated. So, but she is just killing it. She goes out there and I feel like just does it and just fails forward. And I think that so many of us are so stuck in this fear bubble, which maybe she's going to talk about that. I don't know. But just how we wait and then we don't take any action. So I'm really excited to hear from her. She's from New Jersey. I don't know if she has an accent or not. I feel like I'm excited if she does. I don't know. Maybe she's not originally from there. She'll tell us her story. I know she's a mom. She's had an amazing transformation. She has it up on her page. Hopefully she's going to just kind of tell her whole story about that. So I'll let her share. She's a success starter. And this is what I think is super cool and why I wanted her to speak, because success starter, you guys, is somebody who hits Success Club their first 3 months in the business, or like if you start in the middle of the month, it doesn't technically count till the next month. But she hit Success Club for technically her first month, and then she's hit Success Club, you guys, every single month since then. And so this month will be her 6th month in a row as a brand new coach. Like right out of the gate, she's got her ticket to Summit next year already. She's rocking it. Like she's just doing it. And so I'm so excited. That's why I asked her to talk, because I feel like we need to hear from somebody who's new, who's doing this, but who's making it work. She's busy, you guys. She's a mom. She works. She's got all these things going on too, but she's finding a way to get it done. So hopefully you have your pen and paper ready. And if you're catching the recording, pause it, go back. You may have to listen again. But yeah, so Regina, thank you so much for stepping up and accepting the opportunity that has been given to you. Because one thing I think she realized right away, you guys, is when somebody asks you to speak, or when somebody does something, as much as you want to say no, it's an opportunity and you should take it as such, right? So remember that next time somebody asks you to do something, and even if you're scared shitless, like just do it anyway. All right. So Regina, take it away. Thank you so much for being here tonight and speaking to us.
And thank you for asking me. I'm trying not to be nervous. You have me wearing makeup at 9 o'clock on a Sunday night, so thanks for that. Even my live videos, I'm like, I'm not putting on makeup for live videos, but I figured if you guys have to look at me for so long, I may as well make it, a little better for you. I'll start with how I came to Beachbody. Is like Jolene said, I'm a new mom. My son is 2.5. He'll be 3 in January. So I was a new mom. He was about 1.5 years when I got started, and I just decided that it was time to do something with myself. I was a little overweight before I was pregnant with him, and then I never lost all of my baby weight after him, and then he started moving, and he's everything to me. So I decided, like, I can't be this example for him. I had to change the way I was, change the way I eat. Of course, somebody just came home. Anyway, change the way that I eat, change everything, and just be an example for him. So he is what gives me my power to keep moving on no matter what. So I started small. I actually just decided to do some sit-ups and push-ups every day. And I did that for about a month, and then I wanted to do something bigger and more efficient. And I found 21 Day Fix. If I'm being honest, I bought it off of Amazon. I didn't buy it through Beachbody, and so I just did it. I did it by myself. I didn't have a coach yet, and I did it. Like, I just decided that I was doing it. So I did, and I did 3 rounds, and then I found Autumn Calabrese's group that she did, My Fit Journey with Autumn, and that's where she took us through all 4 of her programs. And that is where I fell in love with my coach now, Dante, right? So we didn't know each other or interact, but there was just this crazy kooky guy who posted these videos, and he made me laugh all the time. And the stuff that he made me laugh over, it was because I identified with it, because I did the same workout during the day. So I saw him the whole time that we were in there. His videos were always in front of me. So I went through My Fit Journey, and so it was 6 months later, I reached my goal weight. I lost 40 pounds in 6 months by doing strictly Autumn's programs. And right after I got through that 6 months, Dante's sponsored ad popped up in front of my face, and it said, if you're curious about this coaching thing, hit me up, kind of thing, right? So I did, and then I was in here, and I went through the introduction to coaching kind of thing, where you guys just said what you do, and I was already pretty much convinced that I was going to be a coach anyway, because people were starting to talk to me about what I was doing, and I was pretty much coaching a couple people already without actually being a coach. I was telling them what the products were and how to get them, and I thought, like, okay, I really enjoy helping people doing this. To do this, I should really just be a coach. And then he was right in front of my face and everything. So I became a coach. So Jolene asked me to share how I hit the Changing Lives Club every month. And honestly, I really don't know. but I'm going to share the top 7. It ended up being top 7 things that I do that apparently help me hit Success Club every month. And I'm going to try and be not so long-winded, but I have trouble with that. So if I need to stop or you need to slow me down or whatever, just let me know. So number 1 is that I get myself out there. And this is going to be the longest one, and the rest won't be so long, I promise. But I get myself out there, and I do that in 3 main places. I do that through my personal Facebook page. I do that through my free Facebook community. And I do that through a Facebook business page. And so first, my personal Facebook page. Before I was even a coach, like I said, I was kind of sharing on there. I shared, I kept a very detailed like log of, I'm so anal. It's ridiculous how detail oriented I am sometimes. But every single program that I did, I had my weight measurements and pictures for before and after every single program. And I shared, I didn't share all of them on my page. I didn't share until I was more comfortable with my after picture. But yeah, I did share here and there on my page, and I still continue to share them. I'm glad that I took such detailed notes now, because it really helps. Like, you know, I can say this is what I look like after 2 rounds of 21-day fix, because I have all of that. So yeah, I share my journey on there. After I signed up as a coach, I made the decision to openly announce my business on my personal Facebook page, and I didn't try to hide what company it was for, or that it was, you know, Beachbody, which I'm sure everybody thinks of as a pyramid scheme, because that's all MLMs are. But I didn't really care, because I'm passionate about the products. I know that they work, and that's it. Like, so I made an official announcement that I was becoming a Beachbody coach, and I was a product of the product. I was proud of that. I believe wholeheartedly in this company. So, and I know that the programs work if you work them. So I wasn't shy about it at all. And I'm sorry if it's distracting that I'm looking at my notes, but I wouldn't get through this if I didn't have notes. All right, thanks. So let's see. All right, so that's pretty much my personal page. I continue to share. I share my life. I share my son, of course. I make it a point to show how my weight loss and what my life is like today, and my, like, including my business, how my business affects our life, how it benefits us, our relationship. I put all that on display. I just recently, I don't know, within the last month or 2, I do a lot of live videos now, because live is where it's at, right? That's how you get in front of the most people. And I'm becoming more and more vulnerable. Like, I'm just sharing more and more. My friends and family are seeing a side of me they probably never knew. They're learning things that they definitely never knew about me, some of it. And yeah, I'm being real and just saying, you know, I'm sharing things that I go through. And it's with the hopes to inspire and motivate people. And I'm hoping that if something that I say speaks to them, they don't feel alone, and it can inspire them to do things that they never thought possible the way that I did, because that's really kind of how I thought of weight loss. Like, I didn't think it would ever be possible for me. I hated exercise. I hated the sweat. I never thought that was like ever going to be a thing for me. So the fact that it is now I believe that anything's possible. Like, that's why I believe that I'm going to be successful in this business. The fact that I did that literally made me believe that I could do anything. I don't know if you understand how much I hated exercise and to sweat. So yeah, I continue to share my journey. Now I kind of sprinkle in the Beachbody, because I have been friend requesting people. I friend request you know, old friends, people that I went to high school with, people that I meet in interest groups. And I don't want them to feel like I'm only requesting them as friends because of the Beachbody thing. So I just sprinkle it in here and there. Again, I'm not shy to talk about it, but I don't want them to feel like it's the only reason why I requested them. And it's weird that I request them because I was always the girl who thought the less friends, the better. Like the less people who know me and my story, the better. Like the less people I have to deal with, the better. And now it's completely different. So yeah, and requesting them as friends is kind of, it's just building my audience. It's giving me a platform to where I can share with more and more and more people. So when people do show interest in the lifestyle that I'm leading and they start to ask questions, I lead them into my free Facebook community. And that is the second place where I put myself out there. So my community was actually a result of my first challenge group. I don't know that I exactly understood what a challenge group was, I think. So, so it was right around Memorial Day, and I did Memorial Day Meltdown. And I was going to introduce people to what worked for me was a 21-day fix. That's what I was most comfortable in. That's what I know inside and out. And I just wanted to start introducing people to it. So I did Memorial Day Meltdown, and it was for 21-day fix, but I didn't exclude anybody. It was a group for anybody and everybody who just decided that they were going to be more active and they were going to eat better. So anybody was welcome there. And it quickly got up to 50 to 60 people for my very first challenge group, because I wasn't excluding anybody. They were free to ask me questions. They had access to me, but they knew that it was going to be 21-day fix based. I contacted every single one of them and just told them a little bit more about 21-day fix. I asked them if they were interested in doing it for the challenge, but told them that there was no pressure to do that. They were still welcome there, but if they wanted to, you know, I can help them out with that. And doing that is what helped me hit Success Club 10 in my second month of business. So we did that, the 6 of us, so it was the 5 people who purchased in me, we did the 21-day fix, like, out there and in front of everybody while other people watched. Some of the people who weren't doing 21-day fix, they participated, they showed, you know, the changes that they were doing and everything. So yeah, it was just a place for people to gather and share what they were doing and try to get to a healthier version of themselves. After it was over, I never closed the group. I couldn't wrap my head around getting rid of 50 to 60 people. I couldn't close the group. So I just changed it into like more of a community. I just figured like these people are already interested. They already have made like choices to get into it. And now I'm going to just try and build this, just continue to build this. So that is what I've done since then with that. I run most of my challenges through that community. I run them now. I've made the decision to run them as events through that community. It helps me to lead more people there and just keep building that community rather than make different groups every single time. I will run the challenges through my community so that more people can be exposed to what a challenge is, what these programs are. I just think that it's really important that I continue to expose more people to these programs and their effectiveness. And then in this community, I'm not afraid to, it's a little unlike my personal page to where I'm not afraid to blatantly like sell here. Because these are people trying to get healthier and fit, like I put the products out there, I use them, I show them in my pictures, I talk about them. And then I also give samples. I send out samples to people. If I see people that are working out, I talk to them about Energize. I ask them if they want to try it out, and I send them samples through the mail. It's a business investment to me, and I do get a return on that. I have gotten returns on that. I think that it's effective. I think that it's important. My leads, once you're Emerald, if you don't know, you get leads through Beachbody. And my leads, almost all of my leads, if I can get in touch with them, I will send out samples of Shakeology to them so they can taste it if they are not already on Shakeology. So yeah, that is my personal group. And then I have my business page, which is rather young. It's only about 2 months old. And again, I share my journey there. But my business page is going to be more focused on family. One of the Success Club prizes was like a teleconference with Carl. And he said in there, it was the first time that I heard him say that we strive to make the home the center of health and wellness rather than some outside source. Like when you think of health and wellness, you think of a gym, or you think of, I don't know, wherever sells healthy food, like, Wegmans, or I don't know what is across the United States and what's only in New Jersey. But anyway, like you think of it as some outside place rather than you achieve that at home. And it just really resonated with me because that is exactly why I was doing what I was doing, was to bring it home and inward to have for my son. So yeah, I really want to gear towards working with parents to be the best versions of themselves for the sake of their children with my business page. And then, if and when they say that they're ready to get healthy and fit, like as part of them being the best versions of themselves, I'm going to filter them into my community, again, where I'm not afraid to blatantly sell. So that's my plan. And so far that's been working. So that's how it's going, and I'm just going to continue to build on that. So that was number 1, and I told you that was going to be the longest, and I will continue with number 2. Should I stop? Does anybody have any questions or anything? Should I just keep going?
No, I think you should keep going, and then at the end, I'm sure that, I have a couple questions for you, but we'll wait till you're done.
Okay, so number 2 is know the products. I know I took the time to see what's available, especially the challenge packs, because that's where you get your Success Club points, right? And I think that a lot of people think of the challenge packs as the all access challenge pack is the thing, right? And it is. I think that is like, why would you not want that, right? But there are other challenge packs out there that, not many people talk about that are also effective. I have sold multiple challenge packs that are just the Shakeology and the 3-day refresh, not the Kickstart one, not the $205 one, Kickstart that includes the 3-day refresh, but there's a challenge pack that's just 3-day refresh and Shakeology. So for the people who already go to the gym, they're not interested in working out at home, and they have no interest in the portion control containers, which is in our challenge pack, the one that we all think of, then we get them to try this, to be on the Shakeology and do a cleanse, like a 3-day quick fix. 3-day refresh. So yeah, I've sold a few of those to people in that situation, to where they don't want to use the containers and they already go to a gym. So it's perfect for them. And I just found out that another challenge pack is Shakeology plus just the portion control containers, and it's only $130 for 5 more cents. They can get for somebody who's only ordering Shakeology, why not get these people to try the containers? Like, I didn't even know that was a challenge pack actually until I started thinking, I think I know all the products. Let me check out these challenge packs one more time. And I saw that and I was like, oh my God, all the people who only bought Shakeology, I could have had them had the portion control containers too for 5 more cents, $129.95 versus $130. But anyway, know your products. So number 3 is I try not to spread myself too thin and try not to focus on too much at once. I am a recovering perfectionist, okay? So if I try to do everything at once, I will just end up doing nothing. The 3 places that I told you I went out were all Facebook. I don't have an Instagram, and I don't have any other platform at the moment. And it's because I feel like if I was trying to do a little bit of everything, then I really wouldn't be present in any of them, because I'd be trying too much and not knowing what the hell I'm doing, and ended up not being effective. So up until now, I've only been on Facebook, and that's the reason why. I didn't want to spread myself too thin. So number 4 I have is mindset. Success already like is for me. Like, it's a done deal. I'm going to be successful in this business. I've said that to Dante since day one. Like, it's done. Like, it's happening. Like, this is not an option. It's happening. Because if, you know, no matter how many bends or turns in the road there are, I'm just going to keep on learning what it takes until I get there. Like, it's just done. It is. So mindset is really important. Like, we all doubt ourselves. I'm not saying that you're never going to have days where you doubt yourself. Of course, I doubt myself every day, but then I check myself, and I just believe that it's really going to happen. That, you know, the secret, like believing in things, like, you know, it's not as simple as it sounds, but it really, like, I think it's true that when you really believe something, and that's the reason why when you really believe something that it ends up happening, is because you are willing to do whatever it takes to get there, is why I think that works. So number 5 is patience. Although, like, I believe that success is inevitable and it's coming, like, I don't expect it to happen overnight. I am realistic with the time that it's going to take to get there. I realistically went into this knowing that most likely for 2 or 3 years, I'm not going to, it's possible to get to where I want to be financially in less than 2 or 3 years, but in my mind, if it takes 2 or 3 years, it's okay. If it takes 3 or 4 years, it's okay. Like, I'm just being patient with the process. Like, I don't expect to be, you know, a millionaire overnight. I don't expect to ever be a millionaire. I know that it's possible. I've seen enough people do it. But yeah, I don't expect this all to happen overnight. So patience. And then number 6 is I suck up information from everywhere. I listen to every national wake-up call. I have since the very beginning. And if you don't listen to the national wake-up call, you're really doing yourself a disservice. It is a chance to be re-inspired every Monday morning. Like, every single one of them will inspire you. If you don't listen to the national wake-up call, start. National wake-up call. I try to hit all the team Zoom calls. They're here for a reason. They inspire us. They help us brainstorm. You know, everybody shares what's working for them. I belong to all the Facebook groups, the Team Beachbody 411, Beachbody Champions, Dream Extreme, Platinum Presenters. Get yourself into all the Facebook groups just so you know what's going on. That's where you find out about the products or events or whatever that people are constantly sharing. There's, you know, they have speakers there too. It's like having the national wake-up call every day of the week. Personal development books, I get in as much as I can, but the personal development podcast, I don't shop, drive, or cook without listening to personal development of some sort. There's no reason to take a silent 2-hour trip. Put some personal development in your ear and get your ass inspired. So the more I expose myself to the successful people, the more I trust that I don't have to do this in any one way, and I definitely don't have to do this in any way that doesn't feel good to me. I don't personally invite as often as I should. I know that that's probably terrible because it's part of the vitals, but it never felt like right to me, okay? And I'm not saying that it's wrong, and I'm not saying that I never, ever, ever do it, but I definitely don't do it the way that I'm supposed to invite people. I have limited time, and I can't imagine like making myself do something that feels that uncomfortable every single day, because I feel like I would eventually get like exhausted from doing something that doesn't feel right to me every single day, and then I would eventually end up doing nothing. So for me, my time is better spent in building my audience, like I said, And to me, that helps people come to me rather than me have to go out and grab for them. So for me, that works better for me, is where I'm building my audience and speaking and sharing, and people are coming to me, you know, I'm not reaching for them, and that just feels good to me. So yeah, that's that. And then number 7, and this is the biggest lesson that I've learned since becoming a coach, is that the things that scare you the most are the things that you should be doing. We don't grow when things are easy. We grow when we face challenges. And if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. So yeah, I kind of try and kick fear in the face constantly since I started this. Yeah. I think that that's why I never had, I don't know, I was always I think I talk about this, I definitely talk about this in my why I started coaching, like being a serial careerist. I never set myself in a certain path, and I think that that's always what stopped me. Fear of the unknown, fear of not knowing if that's where I would be for the rest of my life. If I could make money doing it, this, that, and the other thing. It's like fear freezes us, just like you said in the beginning of this, Jolene. And yeah, that's the biggest lesson that I've learned. Like if it scares you, that's how you know you have to do it. And then just quickly going forward, since I realized, like, I don't know, it seems like I'm doing things at 6-month chunks at a time, like my 6-month weight loss journey, and now 6 months it's been since I've been in business. And so I kind of set up my vision for my next 6 months is going to be to use ads more to continue to build my audience outside of my warm market. And then I want to add another platform, maybe Tumblr, maybe. If you can't tell, I'm kind of like a talker and a writer. I don't think Instagram would accept me very well. I feel like Instagram is supposed to be short, sweet, and like quick, or nobody pays attention to you. So I'm probably going to steer away from that and maybe go towards Tumblr as like a blogging kind of place. I definitely want to get a YouTube going to put all these videos into. Like if I'm making this many videos, I may as well have them compiled somewhere for people to be able to go to. I want to work on giving more free content to my community, and my business page is like maybe create bonus giveaways when they join challenges, like make it more enticing for them to get there by giving them like a bonus. I don't know, I have some ideas in my head, but I'll talk about that on a different Zoom call someday. I'm just going to continue to build my brand and continue to gain confidence in knowing that it's okay to be me. I have a habit of being very blunt with people, and I just recently went through a struggle with, am I supposed to talk that way? Am I supposed to be that way? Should I be that blunt with people? And you know, I've decided, like, that's me. It's always been me, and I'm not going to stop being me now. Like, that's just the way that I'm going to talk. And if it doesn't resonate with people, then it's okay. It's okay. I'm not here to be for everybody. I'm here to be for my people, you know, the people that I can help and that want to be helped by me. And then I want to continue to plan and organize my whole month at a time. This is the first month that I've actually sat down and organized my whole month before the first of the month. And it's really it's like helping me a lot, like stick to what I should be doing every single day. I always kind of felt like I was doing things, but I never knew what I actually accomplished. Like it was just like coming from everywhere. So planning out my entire month has been helpful this month. And then by planning it out and being organized, I'll be able to run more challenges and in turn find more coaches. Because I only have, I have two, some of them are discount coaches. Not that they're not real coaches, but they're not looking to build a business. I plan on finding more coaches that are ready to build a business. And I think that I could do that more efficiently by running more challenges, and being more organized is going to allow me to run more challenges. So that's it.
Yay, Regina! You did awesome. Oh my gosh, you
I know it's a lot.
You talk the whole time. We don't really have that much time for questions.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. You rocked. I hope you guys are writing and writing fast, because that was great. This has been an awesome call. Like I said, if you guys have to, you're gonna have to go back and listen to them again and just go back and apply her points at the time that she's talking about them. So quickly though, because we only have like 2.5 minutes.
Sorry.
I do, and you know what, Regina, maybe I'll type out the questions that I have, and if you guys have other questions, send them to me, and then I'll type them out and have Regina answer, because I have a feeling that just one of the questions I'm going to ask you could talk for the rest of the time about. So I don't want you to get cut off in the middle of that. So I'll type out my questions to you, and then I'll have you answer them, and then I'll post them along with the video if that's okay.
Okay.
But that was freaking amazing, you guys. That was, I don't know. I mean, you did a killer job. You do have a Jersey accent, and I love it. And I think the coolest thing is it's like, it's just you. It's just you. And the biggest thing, like if you didn't write this down already, you need to turn this into a shirt or something. Success already is. Boom. Drop the mic. I mean, bye. What else do you need to hear? I mean, just adapt that mentality, you guys. It's such a breath of fresh air to hear somebody speak like that, because many people don't, and even in myself, there's fear in all of us, and sometimes it grabs a hold of us stronger at other times in our lives, in different seasons in our life. But I just got the chills again, because it's so true. Success already is. Boom. I mean, that was great. That was priceless. Truth. That's why it's like truth, all caps. So that was great, Regina. Thank you so much. Like I said, I have some other questions, and if you guys do too, please send them to me, so I can make sure that Regina does get them answered, because I mean, that was gold. So in the meantime, takeaways, because I always want to end with something. You guys know, number one, write your goals out. Write out your goals for the next 15 days and for the end of the year. So put a couple that are October, and then put the rest, the rest of the quarter this year till end of 2017. And then the other thing that Regina challenged us to do, I think, that I don't know if you guys caught this and heard this, was some people just don't know what we do. We think that they see our page and we think that they know, and because it's like in our profile description, we think that people look at that, but they don't. It's like, announce what you do. And you don't have to say, I'm a Beachbody coach, but you can just say, hey, I have some new people on my page, and so I wanted to introduce myself. I am, tell your story and post it with a good picture. Something that's going to capture their attention, so that you're letting people know. And I think that we should schedule that, once a month, twice a month, something like that. Because how many times, if we're adding all these people to our network, you guys, they don't know really what it is that they do, what we do, right? They have no idea. So I think that was a good challenge. I don't even know if you realize that, but I really picked that up, Regina, and I thought that's a great thing that we all need to start doing more. And like you said, it's not that, hey, I'm a Beachbody coach. You can say that if you want, but I think if it is, it should be way down at the bottom. But share who you are. Share the true you. Talk like you talk. Do what you do. Share how you help people, where your vision is, where you see yourself going. You know what I mean? To say, come along with me. Okay? So those two things at least. You guys, I'm impressed, Regina. That was, I mean, damn, girl. You did awesome. Thank you so much for stepping up to the opportunity. I am really appreciative of it.
Thank you for asking.
Everybody else on the call is too. So, all
right. Great job.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, you guys. Well, whoever gets the goals done first, post them, and everybody follow suit below. All right.